Hello people! So it's June and we're going for another overnighter. Me, Bill, Josh, Matt and... Bill. Yeah, that's everybody. Jordan couldn't make it this time because it's his birthday and he's doing other things, which is fair enough. So yeah, we're going to the usual place. We're going to the normal meet off the forum. Nothing particularly exciting this time. So if we can change gear one hand. Because next month we're doing something a bit more fancy, and we're going to Cannock Chase next month, and we're doing a bit more like a traditional camp. When we went in the snow, we enjoyed it that much that we said we'd come back in the summer. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to be sleeping in just wool blankets and things like that. So we thought for this overnighter, before next month, we'd just test out the kind of more simplistic way of bushcraft and just see if we enjoy it, see if we like it, see if there's anything we might have to take to Cannock Chase, anything's a bit uncomfortable kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to test that out. The drive's actually going really well. Normally this drive is an absolute pain, there's always loads of congestion, but this time is actually going really nicely, so it's been a good start to the weekend. Just like to point out that I haven't actually made many vlogging kind of videos since the Cannock Chase video. It's kind of been more instrumental things, and I apologise for that for the people that don't really enjoy those kind of videos. But to be honest, I was just getting a bit tired of just talking about the same old stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone's seeing the usual, and everyone kind of. Well, I know I get tired of just seeing the same stuff. So I was trying to kind of avoid just keep saying the same stuff, like, you know what I mean? But I'll do a vlog video this time. I'll do a bit more talking to the camera. Mainly because I've changed my kit round. Me and Bill and a few of the guys, we're going a bit more traditional, and I've bought a bit more kit. So I'm just going to kind of take you through the bits and bobs that I've been gaining over the past couple of months. Some of the new things we've tried out, and yeah, this should be quite a good weekend. It's going to get us ready for Cannock Chase, and then Cannock Chase I'll do the same kind of thing. I'll take you through that because that's going to be really good. We're actually taking part of a challenge on the forum called the Boone Challenge, which is, you know, Daniel Boone, the explorer, that went over Canada. I think he explored Canada. I think he did. But yeah, it's kind of that kind of traditional overnighter type style challenging people to do it kind of thing, because everyone's into the modern stuff nowadays, aren't they? So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video.
500 yards.
I'm nearly there. Sat-nav's going crazy.
Take the second exit.
And I'll catch you in the next clip. Right then, I'm here. The usual spot that we normally pitch up on was taken, so I've had to find us a place where we can fit all four of us round, and I think I found quite a nice spot. The problem is I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes a lot. They are absolutely everywhere. I'm just getting bitten like no tomorrow. But yeah, I'll show you the new setup that I've got going on, the more traditional style setup. You saw it you did see it in the like Strat 2206's competition, my response. You saw it in that one, but I'll give you a bit of a run through of it. So here it is. Here's my chair. Obviously, I'm not going to have a chair when I go walking to Cannock Chase or whatever, but means the car is only like a couple of metres in that direction. Why not bring some comforts? I went and got our stash of wood from last time that we left. So basically here is just a kind of a circle of trees, and I'm hoping we're all going to be able to fit around this area because I'm over here. So what I'm basically doing is I've brought some, what they're called, broomsticks with me, because I just figured it'd be easier. Saves me going around looking for hazel bits, and you're not really supposed to harvest any wood from this woodland because, like, we've got permission. Well, it's a meet, so everyone here is allowed to be here. I haven't personally got permission. So the idea is that no one has campfires. We all just use a communal fire, and don't go around like chopping bits of wood up for carving or whatever, because if everyone did that, there'd be no wood left. So the wood that we bring, we buy, so we're allowed to have our own fire as long as we have it off the ground. So Bill brings a little like pan with him, so we're allowed to have a fire. They let us do that. I think also they let us do it because we are the younger like community, I suppose. They understand that we don't really want to be hanging around with the older guys all that much. Like, we don't mind going over, saying hello, having a chat, going and talking to them, but it's a different type of conversation that we prefer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a different mix. We don't particularly mix perfectly, but we do enjoy going over there and talking to them. Like, there's a lot to learn, but we do enjoy being by ourselves. Like, we have our own little group, and we like to hang out and be together, kind of thing. So we are allowed to do that. So yeah, I'll give you a run through of the actual setup now. Sorry. So yeah, as I was saying, I've brought some broomsticks along with me. So what am I trying to say? So I don't have to go and get some hazel. This canvas tarp, this is half a piece of a American pop tent. So the pop tent, not pop tent. So the idea is you'd have another one of these. It's similar. It's basically the American version to the Polish Lavu. You can obviously sleep one person under there. If you get the other half, pop it together in the middle on the press studs, you can have a two-man tent. Very, very similar to the same idea of the Lavu, basically. So I've got this half. Matt, the other member of our group, he's got the other half, so he's going to be over there somewhere, I'm guessing. And then Bill and Josh are using the two halves of Bill's Lavu, and they're going to do similar thing. So yeah, this is what we're doing sleep, boys. I've got this canvas bedroll that I bought. Well, I actually traded it for my knife. And then inside, it's a 12 ounce heavy canvas, waxed on the bottom. Well, so inside, what you get is, after I've unzipped it so you can get in easily, there's another layer. So in that layer there, you would put your sleeping mat. But I haven't got a sleeping mat here because we're doing it traditional. So I've got my wall blanket, which I'm going to be lying on. I've got that folded up in 3 pieces. I'm getting bitten alive here. Got that folded up in 3. So I've got like 2 there, 1 on top. That's 3. I'm going to lie in between this and this blanket, and then I'm quite reliant. I think the canvas is going to like help quite a bit. I think that's going to keep me a bit warm. Oh, and then also underneath the whole thing, I've got a bed of like ferns. So I've gone and chopped some of them down, harvest some of them, and use some of that. There's the haversack that Mike gave me in the competition that I won. Basically what I do with this now is I keep all my essentials with me. Because when you're sitting around camp, can't really see in there, but when you're sitting around camp, you don't particularly, well, what I do is I have a lot of bits and bobs with me. Like I surrounding my chair normally, there's a camera, there's bits of food, there's biscuits, there's firelight equipment, there's knives, there's all sorts just scattered all around me, and it's just a big mess. So basically what I do now is I keep it all in here. There's actually a write-up on the BC UK forum, which I will put a description to that I will put a link to that write-up in the description. I have not getting my words out. It's been a while since I spotted the camera. So yeah, this is all the stuff that Mike gave me. So yeah, I'd like to say a big thank you to Mike, because I haven't actually got round to it yet, for actually putting that competition up. And thanks for that, Mike, and I'm really appreciative that I've won the competition. There's my tinder box, just all sorts of bits and bobs. My pipe's in there somewhere. Just another pouch that I've made with some fibrous like material in there for fire lighting. It's all sorts of bits and bobs. I might go through that a bit later. I've also got my book in the top section. Well, I've got 2 books because I've nearly finished the one. There's a tractor going on over there. Anyway, that there is an Italian Army canvas rucksack. If any one of you, quite a few of you were asking in the last video that I put up. Quite a nice rucksack. It's got this chain up system that you can actually, it will cover that entire section, and you can run a chain all the way through it and actually padlock it. Don't particularly understand the point in that, because if someone's going to rob the stuff, they could just stick a knife in there and just tear it down and get in. But anyway, it's a thought, I suppose. My tomahawk, I really like this tomahawk. It's not a cold steel tomahawk like a lot of people have got. It's actually a tomahawk made by Woodsmith. I don't know if any of you went to the Bushcraft show, but if you did, there was a company called Woodsmith there. I can't remember their website name, because it's a bit different to Woodsmith. But if you type in Woodsmith tomahawk, it'll come up. And it's I like it because the metal on it Isn't painted or anything to begin with. Like I was going to get the top cold steel one, and I was going to put the work in. And I was going to div it up. But when I saw this one, it just looks so traditional, very nice, very clean. I'm not going to do anything to it. I just like the way it is. There's no paint in it that I need to tidy up. The metal itself is very dark, and I just like that about it. I just think it's a nice looking piece of kit. So yeah, on the front here we've just got 2 pockets. Keeping in mind I've got my haversack over there, which I'm carrying my essentials. In this pocket it's basically my cooking unit, my billy can, blah in there, and then my medical kit and my toiletries and all that kind of stuff in that one. And then you'd be surprised how much room is actually in that rucksack. There's quite a bit of space. Sorry, I just got hit by a mosquito. Quite a lot of space. I'd probably estimate, because it is just like a dump sack, like just one big, it's like a bucket bag. I'd estimate 90 litres, maybe more. There is a lot of room in there. Like I can get both wool blankets in there, I can get the roll mat in there and the tarp, and still have room for food. You can just, it's big. Kind of hurts a little bit carrying it because there's no waist strap and there's no chest strap, but I'm not planning to be like hiking with that. I've got obviously my other my carry-more rucksack, which I'll use for hiking. So I'm just going to use that for like meats or bits and bobs when I go to county chase, just like for traditional. When I'm doing traditional style, that's what I use. Also, with this type of setup, I'm not planning to use it all year round. I think I'd be a bit stupid to think I'm going to be comfortable going out to Cannock Chase. Say, imagine if I went to Cannock Chase in that snow that I went into in March with just a wool blanket. It's just not going to work, is it? You need a good sleeping bag, you need a good roll mat. So for those kind of circumstances, when it gets colder, I'm going to go back to the modern kit. I'm going to get the DD tarp out, I'm going to get the sleeping bag out. So at the end of the day, I've got the kit, I may as well use it. There's no point me just, like, I do enjoy this style of bushcraft, I enjoy it more than the modern style. But at the end of the day, I have got the modern kit as well that I need to use, like, I can't just abandon it. And also, it's a lot more comfortable using that kind of stuff in the colder weather. In the warmer weather, this is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. It's just a lot more simplistic, a lot more natural, if that's the right word. It's a lot more enjoyable, and it looks a lot better in my opinion. I like the style of it. So yeah, I'm just going to show you this as well because I think that's really cool. I bought this leather. I don't know if you've seen Bill's video where he's got this little leather thingy, but I kind of followed suit and got this kind of style. It's actually like a, I don't know if any of you know, but I'm really into my fantasy and like fantasy books and movies and films and TV series and stuff. So that's kind of like a fantasy style wine skin. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen like Game of Thrones or like Lord of the Rings or anything like that. They kind of drink wine out of those, kind of that style of that's kind of like liquid skin. Liquid skin? Who calls it liquid? Like drink wine out of that kind of water skin. So yeah, I've never actually put wine in it, but I like the style of it. So yeah, that's pretty much for it for now. This may be a long video, it may not. I'm gonna just show you bits and bobs that I think will be interesting. If any of you are interested about the bag, sorry, because I was saying about it, it's an Italian ex-army military bag. I got it from not Minimart, but one of the military stores at the Bushcraft show. It was one of the smaller ones in the middle section. I can't remember the name of it, I didn't even look, I just went in there and bought it. But if you're at the Bushcraft show, it was in the middle section. But if anybody else is looking for it, just look on the military stores, the ex-surplus stores, and you should be able to find one. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for the rest of them to arrive now. I've got about half an hour till they get here, and I'll catch up with you then. See you in a bit, guys.
While we was waiting for it, I absolutely spun.
Right, so we've got tea on the go.
We
actually get this little setup working with this big massive pot. Bill, would you like to show
I went
the
outside and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be sick. And then started like gagging.
I am starving.
Yeah, they turned up.
I better show you Bill's setup. Bill's got his TP on the go. As
I
I told you earlier.
So he ended up going out.
Me and Bill aren't using
apparently he's walking past cars and around cars if you want to.
me and Bill aren't using what's the word? Roll mats. So it should be an interesting night to see how comfy it is. Just to show you around camp a little bit. Matt's on the phone to somebody. Josh is over there. Say hello, Josh. This is Matt's shoes. This guy's got so much stuff. I don't know where he gets it from. I'm just talking to myself. Matt and Josh are in a big kind of house setup. It's massive in there. I'll show you at some point.
Yeah,
And
good.
beside the put the DD top just over my normal setup, just in case it rains. It's not forecast to rain, but just in case. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. Cheers,
The
man.
wood that we saved from last time is absolutely soaking, but luckily we've brought a bit more with us. So
That's amazing.
good morning. Actually, good afternoon. We had a very good night last night. We drank quite a bit. So we got up pretty late, and we've just been to like a car boot sale thing, and people are buying stuff, and I got given, I'll show you, I got given this like brace thing for free, and I bought one. This is a nice piece. Let me turn it around so I can focus you. It's got like an oak leaf, and beech, oak, and sycamore leaf on it. The details are lovely. So I bought that as well. How are you two feeling?
Good. Pretty good.
Pretty good for the doob. We slept in just wool blankets last night, and I think it's safe to say that it was really comfortable. Me and Bill were talking about this morning, like without having a sleeping mat on the ground, it was actually surprisingly comfy. I've already showed you how it was set out, but just having those 3 layers of wool blanket underneath me was actually really comfortable. Had a couple of cold spots because all I had covering me was this thin blanket, but it wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, it's about lunchtime. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna food on for dinner in a bit, I'm guessing. And yeah, I'll show you some bits around camp in a bit, and show you some new things I've got. So yeah, how's Bill going? Bill, what are you doing?
We might be looking for a bow drill spindle.
Oh, bow drill. Bill had a very similar setup. I think Bill used a small sleeping bag in his. That was a bit of extra warmth kind of thing. What did you sleep in?
Just wool blanket.
Just wool blanket as well. Did you have a sleeping mat?
Yeah.
Bit of extra comfort. So I think it's safe to say that for when I go to County Chase, it's going to be quite cosy. I'm not too worried about being cold at night. I think that worked really well. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit.
I was over a longer period.
Is that one of Ben's?
No, this is I need to give you some money.
Oh right, okay. Well, that sounds good. You just arrived.
Just arrived, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just one night then, obviously.
Yeah.
Just yourself.
Yep, just myself.
Okay, that's fine. Excellent. Thank you very much.
No worries.
What are you on the screen?
How's it going, Josh?
All right. Yeah.
Let's have a look at your work.
Very close. It's not very good as a
Oh, is it?
It's getting there.
It's a bit strange.
Where's Mike?
Well,
That's my first one as well.
Really? Okay.
the only thing you got to watch
Okay.
is as soon as the sun goes down.
That's it.
You've got to hide, basically.
Yeah, no worries.
Because
Yeah.
they'll turn real funny.
Come hunting after you. I'm going to move my van up. The van's just down here at the moment.
All right, yeah. Depends where you want it. I mean,
They're on the
it's
web,
not
border
very
through.
good. It depends where you're going to put your gear.
It's all set up.
Oh, you've done it?
Yep, all done.
Fair play, mate. Yeah. Put her around.
Oh, is he?
Actually,
Actually,
just go around that way.
Yeah, well,
Where are you at the
yeah, I've
moment?
noticed it.
dangle it over the fire, then, couldn't you? For a while.
Well,
Not
you
too
know,
close,
ideally,
just the right
ideally you want to
distance.
do
I know
something
when I was
like that.
speaking
in
to
the
Eric, I
back
turned around and
Yeah.
just saw this person floating through the woods in a lone cloak. I thought, is that real?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got the
Yeah.
Just getting
in
down.
a kidney shape.
Yeah.
But that's, you know,
Kidney bread.
but I just thought I'd try. I had this idea for using carbon felt insulated bits.
Yeah.
So that seems to work.